Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Tales of Gracie's F. In the last episode, we did exploration of the capital city of Verona, but now 7 years in the future, and we also met up with Sheria, who has certainly grown up over the years. And apparently she's no longer sick, which is good, but what's not so good is that it's a little bit awkward between her and Asbel right now, and we're sort of traveling alone since Malik is off doing some work, and yeah, this is going to be a fun trip. It already started off great. We had a good conversation on the boat, and by good conversation I mean, yeah, just awkward conversations. Awkward conversations everywhere. I apologize for having a couple days off with no episodes. I was actually celebrating my birthday. When I turned 21, and now I can pretend to be an adult, which is great, and I'm going to try and avoid battles as much as I can, because it's only Asbel right now, because Sheria is just an NPC, so I'd rather not fight anyone as just Asbel, even though I'm pretty sure I'm confident in my abilities, considering all of the leveling that I did. But, yeah, birthday happened, it was great. And with that, it is back to your regularly scheduled episodes, so look forward to it. Man, it's been a while since we've been on this road. Not much has changed.
Sheria, get back!
Bird! My mortal enemy! You've come back for your revenge for your brethren. Ah, bastard! It's only been 7 years, but you haven't forgotten.
You little...
It's happening again. Oh, you brought backup this time, huh? Well, that's not gonna faze me. Oh god! Okay, let's take out your friends first. Yes, I'm pretty sure they have less health. Yes, okay, they got less health. Just figured I'd check. And they're weak to strike damage, which means A-Arts is definitely a go. I'm gonna try my very best to start using weaknesses more often, because they are very useful to exploit. Alright, Bird, bring it on. I'm gonna use my sword against you. As a special occasion. Alright, not bad, Asbel. That was certainly no trouble.
What was that?
Oh, you mean the glowy hand thing? Yeah, no idea.
What, that light from my hand? I don't know. It just started happening recently.
You're hurt.
Oh, this? It's nothing. I'm fine.
You won't be fine if it gets infected. Give it here.
Sure thing. Holy crap, you can do magic!
What the... Sheria? You can do it too?
Yeah, it just started happening recently. The doctor thinks that incident 7 years ago might have unlocked some kind of unknown power.
Well, that's, convenient.
An unknown power.
There, all better.
Thank you.
Thanks. Kinda funny to see little Sheria all grown up and healing people's wounds. Remember that time I hurt my hand and you tried to bandage it up with a big old sock? Good times.
It's been a long time, Asbel. People change. Also, I can fight for myself now. You don't have to save me from monsters anymore. Let's go.
Okay. Sure. Oh. Baby steps, Asbel. Baby steps. Sharia acquired the Radiant Healer title, and she's now joined, finally, as an official party member, which means we can play as her in battle. Which is very exciting, because Sharia is a very useful party member. I can tell you that from experience. But anyway, before I get into more detail about that, character skit.
Hey, remember that guy at the Night Academy? Well, he gave me permission to graduate.
How wonderful for you.
Thanks.
But if I'm not mistaken, wouldn't a King's Knight have to stay in the capital?
No, because I'm still technically a student. And besides, the captain wants my report on the situation in Lont.
I see. So you'll return to the capital when the matter is settled?
Yeah, but I'll be in Lont for a while yet. I'm worried about my mother.
Then I guess we should get moving.
Sharia.
Yep, sure thing. Let's get moving. But first, a decaying fang, because it's a symbol of our decaying friendship. Oh, curse you, symbolism. Anyway, let's check in this residence cottage, because we haven't checked in here in a while, and we can now recheck that treasure chest to get some bread, which is very exciting. Hey there, old lady. You still hunting monsters? Or telling people that you used to hunt monsters? And yeah, actually, it looks like that's exactly what you're saying. Have you been telling random people that come into this house for 7 years the exact same thing over and over again? For anyone that just happens to barge in without permission? Including myself? Man, life as an NPC is not something that I'm envious of. Having to repeat the same boring quotes and same boring speech day after day. Ah, what am I talking about? It's just like my commentary. Haha, sick burn on myself. Ah, jeez, I should give myself a little bit more credit. You know what? Since Sharia is now playable, how about we give her a go? So, Sharia is a long-range fighter that uses daggers, but more importantly, if we go into our arts, she is our first official, I would say, spellcaster. Which is also more important because not only is she a spellcaster, but she's also a healer. A very, very good one at that. So it definitely is worth having her in the party. Because she can heal wounds, no problem, which is great. Also,
We won't fail.
her throwing daggers are kind of cool as well. She's actually pretty tough. Some of the arts require some time to charge. If you hold down the circle button and use the left stick while casting, you can change the art's target. If you continue to hold circle after casting is complete, you'll activate a blue charge, which lets you choose when the art is unleashed. And with a certain skill, you can activate a red charge, which adds additional attributes to the art. So basically, charge up spells for more power. Man, this is something I never really noticed before. I'm going to switch back to Sharia. And that's what the healing looks like. Okay, cool. But, this game has a lot of charging. Like, a lot of charging. And, okay, so if I just keep on holding it for God knows how long, then I guess eventually it'll just
buy us some time at least, right?
get more powerful. I might need some SP, though. I must admit, I'm not much of a spellcaster type dude. So, I'm not one to typically play magic users, but I'll do my best to vary up who's in the party and who I play. I must admit, I am a very, very sorty, stabby guy, which I know can be very boring because they're very basic, but what can I say? It's what I enjoy. Also, 540 gold, Jesus. And what have we got in the spot over here? 16 gold. Man, people around this area are very not careful with their money. Oof, in that battle, I did a little bit more playing around as Sharia just to get used to some things. You have to guard in order to cancel your spellcasting, which makes complete sense. It's just something I'm going to have to get used to. Dude, this guard has been doing his job guarding this one road for 7 years. At least, you know what? In my headcanon, I'm going to say it's the same guy. Well, you know what, dude? Don't let anyone ever tell you that you're not doing your job, because you, by God, you're doing it. Wonder how much you get paid for just standing in one spot. Anyway, down here we get an iron scabbard. I believe that's better than what Asbel has equipped already, which is a bronze scabbard. Indeed... Yep, indeed it is. Cool. A scabbard used by rank-and-file soldiers is made of iron, and so it's awfully heavy. Neat. One thing that I probably should mention also is... I guess more Creus. Ah, damn it, doesn't look like it. But, sorry, I interrupted myself. It's very common, you may have noticed. But, different shards have different qualities. There was a tutorial that I skipped over, but basically it's saying the higher the number of the shard, with the number next to the shard, then the higher the quality, which means you'll get better effects. So... Oh, and also you can get very specific effects, such as making equipment sell at a higher price, which is very useful to know. Anyway, we're home. A lot more soldiers than I remember.
Bailey!
Sharia, come quickly. Frederick has been captured by the Fendalian army.
Crap. Dude, we only got in here like 30 seconds ago and already shit's going down? Typical.
Grandpa, no!
Those curs have launched a full-scale invasion of Lant. Please forgive me. I was with Frederick at the time, but was unable to protect him.
Oh, no problem. By the way, do I know you?
When we are finished, I am prepared to accept full punishment for this failure. But first, we must attempt to rescue Frederick.
Right. Where did you last see him?
Near the main skirmish between the border fortress and Lant Hill.
All right, I'll leave at once.
I'm coming too. You too, Lord Asbel? We can't let those Fendalian brutes take Frederick. Come on, Sharia!
I'm sad to hear that Frederick was captured, but I'm glad to hear that the old guy's still alive and kicking. He was a sweet old man, if a little bit gossipy. I can't remember seeing Bailey. I feel like I should remember him, because he's actually got, like, a design, but, maybe I missed him. Anyway, home sweet home. Before we head on out to save Frederick, let's try and find a few particular things in Lant, shall we? So, if we go up here into the parents' room, I don't remember having a dog. The playful dog's lively eyes seem to be trying to speak to you. Your mother's been caring for me ever since you boys went away. She's been doting on me as if I were her own child, woof. But even I find her a bit clingy sometimes. That's when I break out the old quick step and slip on out of there. Just like escaping from a monster, woof. Well, that's one of the saddest tutorials I've ever gotten. But also, of note, is if we check over by the dog's bed, it's a note. All it says is the name of Asbel's farmer. Farmer? No, father. Yes, the name of Asbel's farmer. His cultivation specialist. Every lord needs one. There's a massive garden behind the house, and by God, we're going to use it. But seriously, though, I'm not a lord. I'm a knight. I forgot being a lord 7 years ago, but who knows? Maybe we've grown up and times are changing. Man, they haven't even cleaned up my desk in these 7 years. This is I should really straighten this up. But not now. Hubert's desk is still tidy. Hubert's desk, it's just like I remember it. I hope he's doing well. But we're not just here for that note, because if we go into Lord Aston's Well, I guess it's not his study anymore, technically. But if we go into the study, down here, it appears this treasure chest requires a password somehow related to its location. And if you remember the note, that would mean if we put in our father's name, it should open. An All Divide, an item that halves all damage to enemies and allies alike. Use another to cancel the effect. Very interesting item, but before I go over that explanation, I know we're doing a lot of things one after another, but I want to get all these things while I can. If we go over to the library, we got another Best Princess Stories book, which, again, will be important for later. But an All Divide is a very interesting item. I remember using it a few times in my first playthrough. Basically, it halves all damage. So damage to you, damage to the enemy, which you may think, what's the point in that? Well, there's a few things. And it's mainly to do with controlling the pace of a battle. So say like you're taking lots of damage and you're having trouble keeping up with the heal. Well, with the payoff of having it take longer to take down the enemy, you can halve damage done to you so you can keep up with healing more often. And it makes it easier to manage damage, and it's just a very basic, it's a very useful item to have when the going gets tough. But over by the windmill, excuse me, we got another doll, a Noko plushie, a stuffed toy of Noko. It's nice to have around when you're feeling lonely. And I believe that's all of the important items. Let me just check on top of the windmill, because I really don't want to... Oh, there's another treasure chest. See? This is why you check. We got a Magna Carta number 25. I am sure I heard my mother's voice. I have no idea what that's a reference to. It's probably a Tails character, but I don't recognize her. Or him. Could have been a him. I'm not sure. Never assume. Can we actually go into Sherry's house? Yeah, we can. I know we're supposed to be restoring Frederick, but I just want to check this out quickly. Because we've never been in here. I shouldn't open this without asking. I wonder if, hang on, if I do this. I'm all set for now, I don't need anything from here. Interesting. They have different dialogue. That's actually kind of cool. So if we check certain things as certain characters... Man, I should have done that during childhood with Hubert when we were, like, in our own house. Huh. Sherry used to play this all the time. And what does Sherry say? I haven't played this in forever. Fair enough. If you also look on top of the piano, it seems like those are her parents. Very interesting. Look, I love doing this on like repeat playthroughs of JRPGs because there's so many details you just miss out on. And obviously I was a dumb teenager and didn't have any patience, so I just sort of kept on going without any regard to paying attention to details or slowing down. So there's a whole bunch of stuff which I'm seeing for the first time, which is really cool. I always loved that feeling so much. But enough dilly-dallying, because we need to fight a new enemy.
Okay, let's...
Oh, 2 new enemies. No, 3 new enemies. I think this is actually a recolor. Stina Bee, Stag Beetle, and a Scuffler Bear. Jesus Christ, that bear is roided up. Okay, is this revenge for your brethren that I took down on the hill 7 years ago? Why are so many enemies getting revenge for things that happened so long ago? Nature holds grudges, man. But I'm not gonna lose. Okay, just use Demon Fang. I can't remember the attributes of my moves, which is not great in all honesty. I should probably remember. Give it your best shot, Bear. Yeah, there we go.
Buy us some time at least, right?
Good work, Sheria. You're way more reliable now. Alright, over here we got a treasure chest. Pretty ribbon. A ribbon intended for young girls that's well known among the women of Windor. And that would be our accessory for Sheria. Get rid of that regular ribbon and put on a pretty ribbon. Let's see, she's got short order cook on? Huh. Why'd you guys switch that out? I don't... Actually, Insight could be... Oh, she gets Healing Circle from this? Okay, you know what? Never mind. That's a good title to have. Oh, sweet. Another new enemy. That is a nail spider. Wait, you're kidding me? That's a spider? What happened to the nature in this area? Holy crap, that looks more like a scorpion with a decked out stinger than a spider. Ooh, Ella Burst. Maybe this time it will last longer than 2 seconds. See, that time it lasted 5 seconds. Way longer.
No one can stand before my blade.
Indeed they can't, Asbel. Indeed they can't. And Cheria learned Insight. I know I'm going to the menu a lot, but I want to see, what does Insight do? Let's see. Support art that significantly boosts one ally's accuracy. Sweet. I will put that... I don't really need that on a shortcut. I mean, I guess I could put that on... right stick? I'll put that on damn it. It's circle. Circle to go back. I'll put that on right stick and then go to auto. What other things does she have? Swift punch. Do I want all of these on? I'll leave it as it is for now. I'll have to do some playing around later. Anyway, if we go up near the Lant Hill entrance, we get another character's kit.
This road hasn't changed at all in the past 7 years.
That's not true. There are lots of differences if you just take a moment to look. Maybe time just hasn't moved on for you.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I am just living in the past.
How so?
I have so many regrets about who I was 7 years ago. I've devoted my life trying to reclaim what was lost. And...
Stop it. Just stop. She's dead and there's no going back.
Oh, jeez. Can one of our conversations end on a slightly uplifting note, please? Like, Jesus. We're not doing, so great with the whole friendship thing.
Okay, let's do it.
Well, at least it, hasn't affected our ability to battle together. Which I guess is a plus. 1,000 gold! Not gonna say no to that. Ooh, one thing that actually happened in that battle was... I remembered that if you try to go back to A arts while using B arts as Asbel, but you hold back on the left stick, instead of doing an attack, you sheath your sword immediately, which is a lot safer, so definitely worth noting that. Alright, it's a straight shot forward towards wherever we're going. The border fortress is up north. Well, noted. Let's do it.
Lord Asbel, look.
we're coming, Frederick.
Let's do this.
Okay, let's do this.
Holy crap, these guys are strong. So, these are Fendolians, huh? Alright, you need to go immediately. You keep on interrupting my attacks, so you're our priority. Alright, area of effect damage. Keep on using Nova Force, or whatever the hell that move's called. I can't remember in all honesty. Don't you get away from me. Ow. Crap. Cheria, I'd appreciate a heal. I haven't set your AI to do heals, but...
Let's keep moving.
You know what? We're good. We're good. It doesn't matter. You can heal me next time.
Frederick, are you all right?
Lord Asbel, I never dreamed to meet you here.
Yeah, me neither. Fate works in mysterious ways, huh?
I don't deserve your presence after what has happened.
I know about my father, Frederick. You don't need to apologize.
Lord Asbel.
Look! More Fendelian weapons!
What the hell is that?
When did Fendel get their hands on those?
Freaking spider tanks?
I don't know, but they're laying waste to our forces.
Fendel's not messing around. The town's going to be in serious trouble if they get through. We have to stop them here.
We've attempted numerous frontal assaults, but we simply lack the men to combat them.
Then we'll have to get clever with the terrain. Maybe we could drop them off a cliff.
A cliff?
The meadow on Lawn Hill isn't far from here. I'll distract the enemy. You go ahead and lead our people to safety.
What are you going to do?
You'll see.
Well, that plan's better than nothing.
Hear me, people of Fendel! I am Asbel Lant, son of Lord Aston and Knight of the Windor Kingdom. If there are any warriors among you, let them step forward and face my blade! That got their attention. Now I just have to lead them to the meadow.
Heh. Guess you're with me, huh, Sheria?
Sheria, go with the others. I can handle this myself.
I'll be fine.
They're coming! Sheria, go! Run for the meadow!
Well, you still like me enough to help me out with this plan, huh? Get to the meadow before the Fendelian weapons catch you. Yep, I'm gonna do just that. Holy crap, that thing moves much faster than I was expecting. Also looks like it's pretty shoddily looked together, all things considered. I mean, look at that thing judder. Right, don't really want to fight any enemies right now. But for your sake, this plan works, Asbel. Alright, we got to the meadow. It's probably gonna still try and follow us. At least the enemies around here haven't changed much. We found 170 units of Elif. You know what? I'll take that. I'd say that's definitely worth it. Let's heal up by the spring. Thank God that still works. What do we got here? We got a nameless seed. A treasure chest here. Life bottle. And then one last treasure chest here. Poison needle. Alright. So. I know this is a little bit of an awkward place to end it, but on the next episode of Let's Play Tales of Gracie's F, we'll proceed with Asbel's plan in order to try and take out those Fendelian weapons. So, if you enjoyed this episode, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.